Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw. Hey, look at my dog. Some way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. Was pain to a guy this man said. Was broke to a guy with a mask. Was broke to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Change, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look sending me out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I go? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the sea.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 25 yards that time.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack in the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield going deep this time from
They're not even trying to do anything.
Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 21-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
(21-0) our score after 1.
Score Browns 21, Ravens nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield. Going up top for Miller. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson
broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature. Some pressure on the defense.
Intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Landry. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.